Just finishing up Wednesday's easy run. There we go, there's the 8th kilometre. I'm only going to do a little bit more. No, I just finished 5 miles. Like 8.05 kilometres is 5 miles. I could have held a conversation the whole way around. I don't do much talking with this anymore because it just raises your heart rate. I feel like I could talk, yeah. And when you're finishing out of breath, it's just, that run 2 months ago would have killed me. My breathing would have been very laboured, I would have been out of breath, and when I finished, my hands would have definitely been on my knees. It's good how that muscle memory is there to just, as long as you stimulate it, it will grow, it will come back. Anyway, sub 19 minute 5k. How am I going to do that? 4 weeks isn't really much in running when you think about the runs you have to actually do. I'm only going to do 2 sessions a week. There's 8 sessions, and the 8th session will be the 5k. So it's like 7 sessions. It's arguable that the 7th session isn't going to impact the 5k either, so it's 6 good quality sessions and then a load of easy running in between to complement your fitness. So every run counts really, and it's just a question of how good you can get yourself. How well will my fitness return? Will it get me to a sub 90? I don't care. I'm going to try, but I don't care. At the end of the day, if a bad day means I'm running low 19s, wow. I've really begun to like just realise how privileged that I am, say, just to be able to run the times I run. And if I can dip under 19 and go 18, well, there we go. Job done, mission complete. If it doesn't work and doesn't happen, just go again. Just train again and do it again. Something different for this week's vlog. I am broken down. First time I've broke down in a bus. The bus just gave up. It just said, vehicle status abnormal, pull over, and here I am. Which is bad really, isn't it? So, good job I got my run done before. So it's 20 to 6, should already be at home now. I finished at 5:30 today because I was on a split shift. Anyway, I'm waiting for engineering to come out to fix this thing, or to take me home and tow this home, I don't know. The first for everything, just a quick one. Engineering's come and the bus can't be recovered, it can't be started, it can't go anywhere. So it looks like it's going to have to get towed back. Which is great, isn't it? Anyway, don't know what time I'll be back tonight, but hopefully it won't be too late. Looks like my pickup is here. The guy that's going to tow this back now, he said, we can't go more than 12 miles per hour or it'll burn the motors out, and we can't go for more than 10 miles at 12 miles per hour or the motors will burn out. Right? So it looks like this is going to take over an hour just to drive 6 miles. Luckily we're not further out, otherwise I don't know what would happen. He said if you go more than 10 miles at 12 miles per hour, you have to leave it for 24 hours because it's an electric bus. So that's the story of the night. 10 to 7, looks like it'll be about 8 o'clock.
Come on, Pooch. Woo, we seen you. Aww. That's so cute.
Hiya, boy. Hiya, boy.
Aww. How cute is that he actually recognised you, buddy?
Sick. Just finished a hard speed session. 10 minutes, 5 minutes with 2-minute recoveries in between the two 10-minute blocks, and I love it. It went so good. You get so many bad workouts and you look at your fitness when you're returning and you think, fuck, it's so rewarding when you keep putting it in. The first 10-minute block averaged just over 4-minute kilometre pace. I'll put it up. The second 10-minute block averaged under 4-minute kilometre pace, and the last 5-minute block I think went round about 3:40 pace per kilometre, maybe under, maybe 3:30 summit pace. And you know what? When I finished then, I didn't feel like I was dead, I was dying. I felt all right. Out of breath, obviously, but the whole run was over 7 kilometres and it averaged 4-minute 5-second kilometre pace for the whole run. I was only saying on the video that I put out today, because today is Friday, the 18th of October, I think. So I put the video out today of me Tuesday's session averaging 4-minute 6 kilometre pace. Oh mate, so happy with that. 2 kilometre cool down, and then that's over 11 kilometres of volume for the day. What? This is what I'm talking about. My cappuccino? I don't even know what a cappuccino is. I just look for something with the least calories. The weather is really crap today. "15 kilometres run." My watch says I've averaged for the week 67.28 kilometres. Another week's training done. If someone would have offered me the week what I've just had at the start of the week, I would have took it, because that's not a bad week's training. I had a easy run on Monday, 6 kilometres. Tuesday was my session, which you've seen. Wednesday, easy 8 kilometres. Thursday, easy 9 kilometres. Friday, the session again, which was threshold with a 5-minute effort thrown in at the end, and perfect. Well, I mean, that was even better than Tuesday's. That had a total average pace at the end of it of 4-minute 5-second kilometre pace. I make a thing of the total average pace because when you get in your fitness back and you look back at the hard 5k what I did 5 weeks ago, and it's like that was run at 4-minute 9-second kilometre pace, and then I'm completing sessions with recoveries. 4 minutes of the session on Friday was done at a jog, you know, a slow jog. So just good how your fitness comes along and how everything moves in the right way. Saturday was a 7 kilometre run. Today, long run, longest run I've done for a while, 15 kilometres, nice and easy. Conditions was shit though. I took me GoPro to do a bit of recording. Like, look at the weather now, the sun's out and everything. It was chucking down, it was windy. I couldn't hear any of the audio back. I have burnt the candle at both ends this weekend though, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a couple of drinks this weekend, I've had a takeaway. But I deserved it. I've trained hard. I've not dieted to the extreme where I've got like a weight loss goal I'm obsessing over, but I've took my weight from the beginning of August from basically 17 stone, 16 stone 13 pound to 14 stone 12 this week. So admittedly the 14-12 was after a run. Before the run it was like 15 dead. So I've lost 2 stone and I've not really got, like I said, a weight loss goal. What I am focusing on is just being in a small deficit every week. My training will do the talking and my weight will sort itself out. I wouldn't mind getting to around about 14 stone at some point, but that's just, I'll just get there naturally. I did have one comment a couple of weeks ago that said I need to get down to 70 kilo, and I thought, 70 kilo? I googled what that was in stone and pounds. Fucking 11 stone? 11 stone? Last time I was 11 stone I was 12 years old. I was like, no, it wasn't a criticism. It was, I think it's, whoever posted it said I could actually run a 33-minute 10k if I got my weight down to like 70 kilo. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that though. You know what I mean? And I said, I'm not compromising myself, getting my weight down. And then the comment I said was like, well, why ain't it compromising yourself because you're carrying extra weight now, and in a couple of years your knees are going to be all banged up. And like, it was sort of one of them things where he ended up deleting the comment, but it wasn't meant in a bad way in the first place. But if I had £1 for every time someone said to me, your knees are going to be knackered in a year or two, or your back's going to be gone doing all the lifting you did when I was doing 20 years of construction. And believe me, I took it to the max every day in work. I outworked everyone that I was working with, and I can say that with complete certainty. Yeah, weight loss, I don't know, I've been doing well with it. I think slowly but surely it will come down. I think if I can get it to 14.7, obviously my fitness will improve loads because I'll be lighter, but I won't be doing it where I'll be compromising myself in a bad way where I'm going to be like in a complete deficit where I've got no energy. It'll just come down at a nice time. I plan on spending about 6 months more doing this 5k stuff. I think you see a lot of people flip-flop from distance to distance to go 5. I've done this, I'm guilty of doing this, but I'm more or less 10k and marathon. And I think you need to just spend a good chunk of time at one distance, which is what I'm going to do, and really get that zoned in, and that will benefit me in all the distances going forward. A solid 5k, if I can get my 5k down to 18 or sub 18 and actually get a PB, that will do me the world of good in the 10k, and then that 10k will do me the world of good in the half, and then that half will translate into a good marathon. It's just running maths, you know what I mean? But good training, good week. Appreciate everyone's time watching it. I do. So let's just keep the same energy for next week now.